toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your EA Sports College Football 26 coaching journey. First, select whether you want to play single-player or multi-user. A multi-user dynasty is where you can invite your friends and also import your own custom-created schools through Team Builder. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. Zone, it's Tatum. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Got a man. It's Burks. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Snagged in the middle. It's Sategna. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gonna swing it on second down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The give to the back. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff to the single back. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
I tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Wide open spaces. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. gets the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got him. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Let's go. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Tight end now in motion. DBs lock up tight on the receivers. Give to the running back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone covers. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. There he goes. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go ball. So against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Finds a crease at the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a...
He's loose. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Sooners! short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big guy. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On the run, it's Haynes. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Steps away to find some room. Turning it on! Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And this is why offenses tell you all the time, they want to keep it in third and short or third and medium like you had right here. They make you defend the whole field, and then the QB sees it. Nothing there, tucks it, does a nice job getting positive yards and getting the first down.
The Wolverines are on the move. Running to the left. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. They'll run behind the big guys on the right.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give to the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Wolverines. They take the lead with the 6.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Tatum. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Mateer. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. A lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
Throws for the tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins it.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This quarterback part of their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to pass, it's Underwood. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cook.
Lots of running room. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. So the final period starts with a second down play. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's up. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Mateer. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a fourth and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with
that timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. They've got the screen set up. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Looking to pass, it's Underwood. They go to the wide receiver screen. Inside the 25. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Michigan. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kearney. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Pulls it fired complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, we don't have many plays left. You know, the clock winding down. We got to make something happen. These kind of plays are just crippling. They will absolutely ruin what chance you have to push the ball down the field later on and save timeouts. And so we got to get that engine going here.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in a position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long, this one from the 44. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Rushes on him. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Sooners need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the tight end. Snares it outside. It's Wheeler. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And they've trusted him. The football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Down 4 late, they have to convert on fourth down to keep hope alive. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, short on that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away, but that defensive line was having none of it. Failed fourth down. Big-time stop for this defense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give as they work on that clock. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins.